How's it going, everyone? Variance Gaming here with a new video. We just got an announcement for a Nintendo Partner Showcase tomorrow, February 5th at 9 AM Eastern. Let's talk predictions. Okay. Predictions. There's a few that I think are pretty obvious. I don't know about you. I feel like Elden Ring has to be shown. It was already delayed from 2025 into 2026 due to some technical issues, and you know, they wanted to polish it, fine-tune it. So I feel like that's a pretty big shoe-in. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like they want to get that out there, especially with Dusk Bloods on the horizon, which brings up another good point. I'm not sure we're gonna see Dusk Bloods in this one. I do think it's still coming out in 2026, but I think it might be too early, and I don't know if From Software wants to compete with itself and show two different games of the same genre. Granted, Square Enix does put more than one JRPG, so maybe I'm wrong in there. But, you know, we'll see. It would be cool. I would love to see Duskbloods, don't get me wrong, but a little hesitant on that one. Not 100% sure the likelihood that we'll see that. But Elden Ring, I think, is a pretty good idea. I think we'll get a release date as well. Next up, I think Claire Obscura Expedition 33 is a pretty good prediction. It got a lot of awards at the Game Awards. Did really well RPG-wise, sale-wise last year. Everyone seems to really like this game. I'm holding off on purchasing it because I still think it should come to the Switch too. I think it would be a great addition. So I hope this is more of a really copium kind of answer. I really want it to be shown here. I think it would be perfect to ride along that wave. I don't think they should delay it too long in terms of when it gets shown or comes to the Switch 2, so I think now is the time to show it. Atlas with Metaphor ReFantasio, I think, is another good get. I feel like this should have launched with the Switch 2, kind of like with Persona 3 Reload, how they did that. Especially since they're still working on Persona 4 Revival, and we haven't seen Persona 6. I feel like this is a pretty easy port for them. It'll probably run just as well on the Switch 2. I don't see why it wouldn't. Persona 3 Reload runs pretty well now that they did some patches, and I think Atlas kind of has a better idea of how the Switch 2 architecture works. So I think Metaphor would be a really awesome JRPG to see here. Yeah, I would probably rebuy it and just sell my PS5 copy, because I didn't put much time into it. And it would just be, you know, another good JRPG to get, right? So that's another pick for me, for sure. Moving right along, next up, I think we're going to get some Capcom games. I mean, we're going to probably see something for Resident Evil 9, just because that game has been so hyped up. We just had that New York event showcase where a bunch of content creators went down and played a bunch of games. RE9 was one of them. Pretty confident we'll get something from Capcom on that. And if we don't, I would like to see even more Resident Evil games ported. I mean, just give us the rest of them. We're missing 2, 3, and 4. I think they were only on the cloud. So, you know, why not? Or no, we have 4 of the original one on Switch, not the remake. So give us 2, 3, and 4 remakes. Why not? You'll have the complete set then, because all of the other RE games are on Switch, at least the numbered series. We're missing side content like Code Veronica. But that's a tale for another time. Anyway, that would be a cool get. Who knows? Riding high on the Capcom hype for Switch 2. Maybe we'll see a gameplay trailer for Pragmata along with the demo. It would be nice to get the demo because I believe it's on PC and other platforms already. So why not bring it to the Switch 2? Especially since Switch is getting an amiibo. Monster Hunter Wilds has been leaked, teased, blah, blah, blah. Found in the code. If it comes to Switch 2, I think that'd be great. You know, Monster Hunter and Nintendo have a long-running history together. Capcom's been playing real nice with Nintendo, so is Square, so I think it would be cool to see there. I personally probably won't buy it again because I put tons of content, hundreds of hours into the game on PC already. It ran well enough on my rig. I didn't have too many issues. And I probably wouldn't buy it again unless it had cross-save. So, Capcom, if you're listening, cross-save, please. That's all I'm asking for. I will rebuy your game. I'm already pre-ordering the amiibos for Monster Hunter Stories, which maybe we'll get a demo for that. That's a good little maybe like side prediction, a demo for Monster Hunter Stories 3. But yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds would be fun. I think you'd have a lot of audience who would play it just because of how well Rise did on the Switch 2, or the Switch 1, I'm sorry. So yeah, let's see Monster Hunter Wilds. Why not? Other predictions I think could occur. We may, very small may, see Rhythm Heaven or Fire Emblem, and that's because I'm pretty sure Nintendo doesn't own either of the studios developing those. And, we have seen other games like, example, Hyrule Warriors shown in partner showcases, so there is a small chance. Very unlikely, but there is a small chance. The Direct is only 30 minutes, so who knows? Maybe we'll see something like that. Would be kind of cool. I don't know, though. Rhythm Heaven was kind of absent from a lot of stuff once it was announced, so we'll see. Speaking of the Direct, like I said, it's 30 minutes. It's for Switch 2 and Switch 1, so that's why I kind of throw Rhythm Heaven in there. Maybe it'll be there. Who knows? I'm really hoping they really just start pushing only to Switch 2, and we just start getting Switch 2 Direct soon. What else? Let's see. Xbox. I think Microsoft needs to finally have a presence here. I think they've probably got their dev kit sorted. Maybe they've got some games they're thinking of bringing over. I think now's the time. I think this is a perfect Direct to have Phil come on and talk about some games he's bringing over. Call of Duty has been hinted at and leaked as coming to the Switch already. It's also been confirmed, that they have a partnership to bring it to the Nintendo consoles. I don't know if it'll be shown. It'd be cool if it'd be shown. I wouldn't rebuy it personally because I already have it on PC, but Black Ops 7, probably an easy get for Nintendo. It would be cool to show on their scorecard. I'm personally more interested in Xbox bringing over games like the new Fable or Forza Horizon 6. Maybe they'll bring Forza Horizon 5 over first. I would be way more interested in those. It would be really cool to see like Master Chief Halo on the Switch, whether it's the Master Chief Collection or the remake of 1. Not holding my breath on that one just yet. And same with Gears of War. I would love to see it on the Switch too, just because it would just be wild to see that kind of a platform, or that IP, on the Switch. But we'll see. Those are all kind of hopes. I think Hi-Fi Rush is probably a good Xbox title that could come over, and Sea of Thieves. I think those two would be way more realistic out of their lineup. But you never know. We could see Forza and Fable. I don't know. We'll see. Fable kind of fits in with that fantasy element. So, yeah. Forza Horizon, I'm really interested in playing. If it does come out to the Switch 2, I would totally buy it. Number 6, especially with it being in Japan. So that remains to be seen. Maybe we'll see Ninja Gaiden 4 because we have Ninja Gaiden Ragebound on the Switch. Who knows? The hardest part of these is to obviously predict like the shadow drops, but there's always a bit of like surprise with these because you never know, that title that you weren't sure of could come. Like we could get something out of left field, like I don't know, Wukong or something where it's just unexpected to be coming to the Switch 2 and it would just come. It would be cool to see maybe another Xbox title like Fallout come, but who knows? I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has a pretty high chance of being there, just how well Remake is sold and how well it's doing and the hype around it. And, they want to get the trilogy up to speed and on there as quick as they can with the third one coming out whenever it comes out. So I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth could come pretty nicely there. We'll see what else comes from Square Enix. I'm not too sure. We do have Dragon Quest VII Reimagined releasing tomorrow on the day of the Direct, so maybe we'll see something. It is Dragon Quest 40th, but I think they would probably save like Dragon Quest 12 or anything else for like Dragon Quest Day in May. So we'll see. Hard to predict that one. And Square has been giving us a lot of games on the Switch 2, like Capcom, since the launch of the system back in June. Orbitals was shown at Game Awards, so maybe we see something from Orbitals and that team along with the release date. Who knows? The game looks interesting. Looks like Saturday morning cartoon kind of vibe, old anime vibe. I'm into it. I may pick that one up. That would be fun to see for sure. Last but not least, I'll throw in a crazy prediction. Give me something from Konami and Castlevania. I would actually freak out if we got a Castlevania announcement in 2026. So that's going to be my over the moon, crazy out of this world prediction. I would love to see that. Probably won't happen, but a boy can dream. And we'll see what goes on. All right, everyone, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your predictions down below. Let's see how many I get right tomorrow. And as always, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more content. More Nintendo stuff is definitely on the horizon. I'm really excited for 2026. See you guys in the next one.